What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if it's your first time here. A lot of you guys are wondering what you should focus on right now. You know, funds are limited and time is limited. So knowing what to focus on to save time and to save money and effort is great. It's a great place to start out. So I decided to make a video today to talk about 12 things I think you should focus on getting squared away right now. Number one is fertilizer. Now I know a lot of you all like to use organic gardening methods, and that is great. I use organic methods as much as I possibly can, compost and things like that as much as I possibly can in my garden areas. However, when it comes to either starving or eating, I'm not above using chemical fertilizer. With everything that's going on right now with Russia and Ukraine, it's going to go up in price. It's going to get more difficult to get. So stockpile some chemical fertilizer. I'll get that into bags. That is 10, 10, 10 on that bag. That's what I recommend everyone stockpile. The next item is fuel, gasoline, diesel, propane, natural gas. If you have, the tanks outside, but you have your natural gas and your propane that you heat with, for example. Springtime is coming. Warmer months are coming. So that tank that you have may be half full, may be completely empty, and you don't want to fill it up until fall because you're trying to save money. However, right now would be a good time to get that filled up and get that squared away, because winter will get here, winter will come, you'll need to heat your home, so getting that tank filled up right now is a great idea because it's not going to get any cheaper and any more available. So get that tank filled up right now if at all possible. Get some good solid gasoline containers and fill those up, store those back, store back propane. If you have the propane tank that you cook with, get that filled up. All the fuel you can get stockpiled, get all your tanks filled, get all the jugs you have filled up, and put that back, because if you want to get more costly and more difficult to come by. And guys, another thing that you might want to consider stockpiling right now is firewood. I know it is springtime, or not hardly springtime yet, but it will be here in a few weeks. Warmer months are ahead. People are worried about raising that garden. They're not worried about heating their home right now. However, like I said a minute ago, winter time, cold weather will get here. So right now, a good time to stockpile that firewood. And guys, number 3, of course, is food. You're gonna have to eat, no matter what. You're gonna have to eat, so stockpile it now by all you can. And you should have been doing this already because you're watching this channel and should already know you to be stockpiling all the food you can possibly stockpile. But right now is the time to kick it in high gear, because things are going to get very, very costly. Because, like I said, the fertilizer is going to get more expensive, more difficult to come by. Fuel to supply those farm tractors and things that are needed for these commercial growing operations. Electricity is going to go up in price. Everything's going to go up in price. We're going to see food, double, quadruple in price probably every month or so. So everything you can stockpile right now, stockpile that back and date that, and you want to keep that rotated. You have to eat, like I said. So it's not going to go bad if you use on a first in, first out basis, and then replace as you can. So definitely stockpile food. And guys, number 4 is seed. Figure out, do some research if you don't know already, what vegetables grow the best in your area and what your family like to eat, and then store those vegetable seeds back. You're better off to get non-hybrid vegetable seeds, because that way you can save those seeds and then replant next year. If you get the hybrid seeds, you can replant those, and a lot of times they will sprout, but the growth pattern might be completely off, the production might be completely off. If you get those non-hybrid seeds, then you can grow year after year and it will be more consistent. So definitely stockpile vegetable seeds. Right now is a great time to go out and purchase those. Actually, go online if you can't find them where you are. But I have saw some at Walmart, those non-hybrid seeds. I've saw some at Tractor Supply before. I've not looked this year because I have a good stockpile already. I have a 5-gallon bucket full of vegetable seeds, non-hybrid vegetable seeds. So I'm pretty much set on the seed. However, I will plant some of those seeds this year and then go back and replace what I planted this year to keep a good stockpile on hand at all times. And guys, number 5 is gardening tools. If you have those seeds, you have to plant that garden, you're going to need tools to tend to that garden. You're going to need hoes, mattocks, rakes, shovels, and things like that. Buy those, and if you have one, buy 2 more, because you want to have spares, because these things break, those handles wear out, and you want to have a spare already on hand to just take the place of the one you broke. So some of the best tools, you can buy the gardening tools at, say, Walmart. They're all made in China, they're all cheap, and they won't last long. You're better off to invest more money to buy actual quality tools. Sometimes you can find some great tools at yard sales and flea markets. Actually, you can find some older tools, and the older tools were actually made to a higher standard than these new tools that's coming from China. So if you can find some good tools at a yard sale or something, even though the handles might be broken, might be cracked, you can replace those. As long as that metal part is good, as long as the eye is good where the handle goes into, and you're good to go. And guys, number 6 is oil. You need to store back oil for your vehicles. You need to store back 2-cycle mixing oil for your chainsaws and things like that. You don't have to go crazy on this, but store back, like 15-20 quarts of oil, and store back some mixing oil for your chainsaws and things, but put that back because it's going to get more expensive and more difficult to come by. And guys, number 7 is animal feed. Stockpile feed for your chickens, for your rabbits, for your goats, whatever you're raising on your property. Dogs, if you have dogs, buy some extra dog food and store that back. I like to store mine in those metal cans because it keeps the rodents out, because everything likes to eat, corn and laying pallets and things like that, and those mice and rats will chew right through those bags. So you need something solid to put those in, and I don't really recommend storing that in like a plastic trash can. Get those metal trash cans, those tight fitting lids to store that feed in. Corn, laying pallets, scratch feed, dog feed, anything you have that needs to eat, you need to store back some feed for those animals, because it's going to be more difficult to find, like everything else is going to be, or most things are going to be. It's going to be more costly when you do find that. So if you can invest in that right now, stockpile that back, and have that on hand, you'll be using it every day, and you're going to run out. However, you're buying at today's prices, whereas the prices 3 months from now is going to be much, much more expensive if you can find those items. And guys, number 8 on my list may seem strange because this is a prepping channel, but number 8 is electronics. If China invades Taiwan, and I think they will, then those electronics are going to be more difficult to get and going to be more costly. Those chips and things to put everything together, get everything to work, are going to be more costly and more difficult to find. So if you need a new computer, you might want to stock them on that. You might want to buy one of those now and just lay that back. If you need, some new radios and things like that, anything electronic, most likely will become more expensive over time. Don't overdo things, and don't just buy a room full of electronics and cell phones and things. But if you need one, if you've been looking into getting a new cell phone, for example, thinking about it, go ahead and get that now, because the price is going to go up, availability will probably go down. And guys, number 9 on my list is building materials. Nails, lumber, shingles, sheetrock, whatever you need to build with, that's going to go up in price, especially lumber. We've seen lumber, go up in price tremendously here over the last year or so. I'm not saying to go out and to the hardware store and spend thousands of dollars buying and stockpiling lumber, for example. However, if you have an old building that you are able to take down and save that lumber, don't throw it away. Save that lumber and put that back. Save those nails if possible. Save everything you can from that demolition project, for example, and put that lumber back for future building materials. A lot of people, when they tore down a building or old home or something, they will take that lumber and just pile it all up and burn it. Save all you can and put that back. But for example, I have a small building right over here, and I'd like to have that building taken down. I plan on doing that here within the next few weeks. I'm going to save all the 2x4s out of that building instead of just throwing those up somewhere and burning them. I'm going to take them down, pull all the nails out, stack those up, and save that lumber because of the price and because I can reuse that. So don't throw anything away. I'm not saying to go out and buy a bunch of building materials right now unless you're going to build a home, and then it could be a possibility to do that because it's going to get more expensive in the very near future. Lumber is actually been up and down. Right now, if I'm not mistaken, it's taking another upward turn in price. And guys, number 10 is ammunition, specifically 22 long rifle ammunition and 12 gauge shotgun ammunition. Both are great for taking small game and hunting. 22 ammo is fairly cheaply priced right now still yet. Stock up on all you can get and all the 12 gauge ammunition you can get. When it comes to 12 gauge shotgun shot shells, I like to get number 6 shot. Number 6 shot is the most versatile shot, I think, for small game hunting. You can go down the number 4 shot, you can go up to 9.5 shot or whatever. But number 6 shot is a good medium point to be in. That's more like the stockpile, the number 6 shot. If you want to use that shotgun for self-defense, number 4 buckshot, double aught buckshot. If you want to use it for larger game like deer, elk, or whatever, then some rifle slugs would also be a great addition. And guys, number 11 on my list is canning jars, lids, and rings. And guys, number 12 is cash. Now I know you're thinking cash, currency, it's not going to be worth anything when the economy collapses. And you know that could be so, but right now you can still use it to buy preps with and to buy what you need with. You know, don't buy as much as it did. You can still exchange that for something else, for goods that you actually need. If your currency's in the banking system, this isn't financial advice. However, what I would tell a friend is to get that currency out of that banking system, because with bank lockdowns, with cyber attacks on the banking systems and things like that, your cash could be locked up in that banking system and you can't get that out when you need it. So if you can get that out now, put that back somewhere in a safe location, a safe, a fireproof safe in your house, a hidden safe, underground cash tubes, for example, is a good place to store that. You want to have it in a good stored location, and don't tell anyone you have that in your home, because people will get desperate and they might try to come in, take what you have. So have it secured, but you want to get that out of the banks. That way you can have it, you know, when you need it. But anyways, guys, that is my list of 12 things you should do right now and 12 things you should actually stockpile. Hope it helps. If you enjoyed the list, give it a big thumbs up. If you can think of anything else, add in the comments below. Greatly appreciate it for everyone else to see and hopefully take advantage of. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'm the Creekmore. I'm out of here, and I'll see you all in the next video, hopefully.